Hello everybody. In this video, I wanted to break down a few of the components of the US Citizenship Act of 2021, specifically the concept of lawful prospective immigrant status. People are confused about it and they want to know a little bit more. So in this video, we'll talk about that and a few other little key legislation that are coming from that bill. But it's really important to understand that this is just a bill, right? It's not law yet. It still has to pass the House and the Senate. Then they're going to have to come up with a version that will be agreeable on both houses, and then finally signed by the president. So I still think it's important for our viewers to understand some of the key concepts in that bill, because once it becomes law, it's going to be quite interesting and revolutionary. So let's dive right in. Welcome to our immigration channel. This is where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration updates, and everything else you need to know to make your immigration journey less stressful. Once again, if you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe to our channel, click the bell to be notified whenever new videos are published, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. So let's jump into the US Citizenship Act, specifically Subtitle A, which talks about the earned path to citizenship. Remember, we're talking about millions of people that could be impacted by that, in addition to specific legislation. Subtitle A, earned path to citizenship, this is going to be impacting millions of people that are currently undocumented. So they've created a new section in the Immigration and Nationality Act, Section 245B. That section authorizes DHS to grant lawful prospective immigrant status to certain individuals that are going to meet certain requirements. People are going to have to go through a background check, complete an application, and pay the correct filing fees. Those applicants that have spouses and children do not need to file a separate application. Spouses and children are going to be included in the primary application for lawful prospective immigrant. So for how long can one get lawful prospective immigrant? Based on what it says in the bill, the initial period is for 6 years, and you can extend it for another 6 years. And the way it's going to work is that they're going to issue almost a card. It's going to look like a green card with a picture on it and everything that is going to say lawful prospective immigrant, and you're going to have that duration of status on the card, which is pretty amazing. People that hold the LPI status are allowed, of course, to work in the United States and travel anywhere in the United States. What is interesting is that people that have this status are allowed to get social security numbers, of course, but also they're going to be allowed to join the military. Under a new section 245C, people that hold LPI status and held that status for at least 5 years are going to be eligible to apply for adjustment of status and get their green cards. Of course, as long as they meet all the other requirements, no criminal background, pay their taxes, and all the good stuff. So essentially, this is what is called also amnesty. If you think about it, we have millions of people that don't qualify for any status. Now remember, if you were in the United States in legal status on January 1st, 2021, you're not going to qualify for this LPI status, even if you fell out of status afterwards. What if you have DACA, TPS, and you're a farm worker? Are you going to need this LPI status? No. In this bill, there's specific provisions for people that came here as young children, received DACA status. Those are going to be able to apply for adjustment of status directly once the DREAM Act will pass. The same applies for people that are beneficiaries of the Promise Act that are here currently on TPS. They're not going to need to apply for the LPI status. They're going to be able to apply for adjustment of status directly if the Promise Act will pass or the DREAM Act will pass. And finally, if you're a farm worker, there's going to be special provisions for farm workers to apply for their green cards. The bill also expands the V visa. The V visa was available previously for beneficiaries of F2A, the F2A category for spouses of green card holders, but now it's going to be expanded to other family members. This is specifically for people that were part of the legalization, that had petition pending and filed before December of 2000. Essentially what the V visa will allow such beneficiaries to do is to come to the United States even before their priority days are current, be able to get a work permit and wait in the United States for those categories to be processed. So these are great news because it's going to help quite a few family members that are stuck overseas to join their loved ones in the United States and wait for their visas to be processed. So there are many other things in that bill. I just wanted to focus on a few of these factors that a lot of our viewers were asking, specifically the lawful prospective immigrant status, which will help millions of people once passed. Once again, remember, this is just a bill. It's not law. We still have to wait for the House, Senate to pass those bills, Congress, and then finally the President will sign it. Hopefully it will happen in 2021, but this remains to be seen. Nevertheless, it is a great news and a lot of things to look forward to. Once again, if you're here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Click the bell to be notified for any new videos that I release so you don't miss any of that information. So if you do have any questions, post them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in our next video.